Man, these queue timers, though. These queue timers. Internet, friends, welcome back to Diablo 4. I'm currently level 37, and I'm sat in Kjorvishat. And you might be thinking, Demajen, at the end of the last section of story, you were not level 37, and you were certainly not sat, well, at least I don't think I was sat in Kjorvishat. In between finishing off the story in Skosglen, I've been and done the story in Fractured Peaks. I've already got the Fractured Peaks story up on the YouTube channel as part of the open beta stuff. You don't necessarily need to see it again. All the story beats are there. Nothing is different, nothing has changed, and so on and so forth. So, we need to head to meet Lorath in Kedbardu. So we're heading today for my first look in the full game at the Dry Steppes. Now, I have been finding it a little bit of a struggle. If I'm honest, I've really struggled to find a decent cadence build-wise. Now, I know that Druid is, by design, slow, leveling-wise, and I haven't managed to find any of the kind of build-defining legendary bits and pieces. I've been playing around with a load of different things just to see what works and what doesn't work. I've been desperately trying to avoid any kind of guides, because as soon as I start looking at guides, it's like, oh, well, you're just doing the same thing that everybody always does in ARPGs. You're just using somebody else's guide. It's like, well, you know, I'm more than capable of coming up with a build myself for kind of general usage. You know, this build is supposed to be a reasonably tanky bear situation. I've built in a lot of fortify to it. This is a path, isn't it? Yes. And it's got a fair chunk of overpower to it, but it's weird that a lot of the time trample is actually my hardest hitting ability. The problem is that it's really slow. You know, its attack speed is very, very slow. You know, I'm very survivable. I've got a good chunk of just general survivability from fortifying stuff. I've got quite a lot of armor and so on. Admittedly, my gear hasn't been optimized in any way, shape or form. Right, here we go. Heading into the Dry Steppes. Farubru. Oh, straight into a town. Nice. Now, as I said, I've been to the Dry Steppes in the Endgame beta. I uncovered the entirety, well, apart from a couple of tiny regions, which for some reason I just couldn't find a way to access, and they're probably story-related. I uncovered the entire map in the Endgame beta. So I've been all the way down to Kyrgyzstan. I've been through Hawazar. I've seen the Tree of Whispers. I've been to Chaldeum, or what was left of Chaldeum. The problem was, at the time, that a lot of it wasn't finished. There were a lot of placeholder assets, which was really interesting to see. You know, it was really interesting to see something from Blizzard that wasn't, you know, super polished graphics style. It was a rare glimpse, I suppose, behind the curtain. The The biggest issue was the camera, though, which constantly clipped through any terrain that was between the player and certain bits and pieces. Oh, why have I put the bubble on? That's something I need to do something about. But you can see pulverize is my biggest ability, and it's barely doing any damage. You know, if it crits, it's great. A lot of the synergies that I had with pulverize and stuff in the endgame beta and in the kind of closed, no, open beta, was I got the legendaries, which turned a lot of the abilities into earth skills. And without those, actually, pulverize isn't that great. No, it's workable. It's workable, don't get me wrong. It does some fairly hefty damage if it crits. But for the most part... Oh, I need to do something about that. Once I get to a city, I'm going to go and change... It's this. It's the magic bubble thing, which is fine if you are a ranged class. But if you are a melee class, you don't want the enemies pushed out of range of your melee abilities. You want them to stay exactly where they are. Do I have anything decent that I can replace it with, though? I think for now... Oh, I can't even do that because I haven't got the item to cost it. So I can take it off, or I can just deal with it for now. Anyway, this is Kedbadu. This is the city in the dry steppes. There we go. I know that there are some dungeons in the dry steppes that I need to do in order to get certain bits and pieces. Oh, this is another thing I did. I did all of the altars of Lilith in Skosglen, which took a while actually because they're all over the place. I did use one of the interactive maps for that, but you'll notice that there's a load of dungeons I haven't done. This is my my general progress. So 34 altars of Lilith, all 70 locations. 2 out of 3. I didn't go and do Mordain Lodge in the end, but I did a lot of everything else. There's a load of side quests though still to do. Not entirely sure. I guess I'll do those after I've done the main quest as something to faff around with. This place, I feel like, is quite different to how it was.
Well, he's still breathing.
Is this Lorath?
He is lucky to be.
What happened here?
That old man there, he claims to be Horadrim.
Uh-huh.
He drinks like an ox.
Oh, these things are not mutually exclusive. Is he just lying in the dirt?
He came to town days ago, looking for a servant of the demon Lilith.
Oh, Elias, yes.
It seems he didn't like what he found.
I'd forgotten about that.
I see. I will take it from here.
This person in the background seems to be stuck on a...
He and I met in the Fractured Peaks. I saw his pale man in a vision, if you can believe it.
Enough. He's yours. Just keep away from the bottle, both of you.
Okay. Hello, Lorath. How you doing?
Oh, bloody damn hells, what do you want? You told me to meet you here, Lorath. Remember?
Of course I remember. I'm just surprised you're not dead. Hand me that bottle.
What bottle?
What happened to you?
I was attacked, obviously. Vast quantities of alcohol, wielded by my own treacherous hand. There may also have been a brawl with the goats over this patch of mud, but I like to think I triumphed.
Who is the Pale Man?
Oh.
The Pale Man is, or was, Haradrim.
Oh.
Rodrin. Well, then you must know him.
I thought I did once.
Oh.
His name is Elias. He was my apprentice.
Oh.
He was the one who brought Lilith to Sanctuary. It's possible that I did not take the news very well.
What must we do then?
Stop him.
Find it. Figure out what he's done.
Well, considering what has happened in Scotland and elsewhere.
There's a woman here someplace. She has some messages we'll need. And I'm of no use to anyone right now.
No,
Could you
clearly.
find her? Enough time has been wasted.
It's not going to cost me money, is it? Like the last time you sent me looking for something.
Check around the inn. Ask if she's heard from the Orbe Monastery.
I seem to recall I went to the Orbe Monastery. Because there's a hill to climb with a thing on the top. I think that's correct. I saw some people saying online that, if you played in the endgame beta, you've got a real advantage. It's like, that was months ago. Unless people made copious notes, I don't see how it gives us a huge advantage than, playing in a much more current version of the game where the assets finish or are loaded properly. Hello, Laura sent me. Have you heard from the Orbe Monastery?
No word from Orbe. Same as yesterday and the day before. But I have something else.
Oh.
Rumor has it a pale man passed through the Abaru Canyon some time ago. Fearsome fellow, dressed in black.
Uh-huh.
After Laura's performance last night, I wager he'll want to know.
Probably. He's no doubt going to send me out looking for it. Him, them. Yes. Words are hard. Okay? Nice post you got there. I have news from the Fractured Peak.
Inarius' stupidity never ceases to amaze. Had he not murdered Rasma, Lilith might have been stopped. But now she has the key to hell. We can assume she'll be looking for a door.
Yes, because that's what keys do. Also, I've borne witness to Lilith's evil in Scosglen.
Oh, Donan. The poor fool never could have guessed that Lilith would come for Astaroth, let alone offer his boy to it. But what does she buy in return?
That is the mystery.
Astaroth hails from the realm of hatred, same as she. Perhaps she left something at home.
Ah. Interesting. Tekwin had no messages, but...
Strange. I wrote to the Orbe Monastery the day I arrived. The abbot should have replied by now.
Tekran spoke of a rumor. A pale man.
Oh, maybe that's what's happened to the monastery.
The canyons. Why didn't you say so? We go at once.
I did.
But we can't
Just
leave
say.
Orbe unchecked. Sod it. I'm off to the canyons. You can meet me there or go to the monastery. You seem reliable thus far. Do not prove me wrong.
Well, a bit more reliable than you've been, Lorath, to be honest. What did you want with the Orbe Monastery?
The scholars of Orbe devote their lives to the study of forbidden knowledge. To serve the light, we must know the darkness. Or some other silly platitude. I wrote to the abbot seeking insights on Lilith. His silence is most unusual.
Clearly he was involved.
He never misses a chance to speak.
I know that feeling. Why would Elias summon Lilith?
Is he insane, you mean? Elias was an exceptional mage. He would plunge through fire and shite in search of the truth.
Plunge through fire and shite.
Whatever truth he has found in Lilith, only he can say the why of it.
Okay, so we have options of heading to Abharo Canyon or Orbe Monastery. I'm going to go to the monastery first. Obviously, we will have to do both to further the quest, and that is fine. I like having the options of which way I want or can go. I do still have a potion upgrade available, but I don't have the material. Or do I have the materials for it? I might have picked up what I needed whilst I was doing the... Oh, I do. There we go. Yes, I was missing bite berries. Apparently, people are still having issues finding the crushed bones. That was a massive issue in the endgame beta. They weren't dropping off anything. I think they must have had like a misplaced decimal point in terms of drop rates, because the drop rate was like ridiculously low, especially in comparison to everything else. But apparently people have been having same issues with the live game as well. I also encountered another bug that sometimes when you hit an altar of Lilith, it spawns in some acolytes, and each time I've done that, it spawned them in the middle of terrain or in the air. So that's entertaining. Oh, next potion's at 45. 60, 70, and 90. When we get to 45, we will be able to upgrade that straight away, which is nice. This isn't the right way. The lighting in the game is really nicely done. It does a good job of creating atmosphere. I just don't like Maul, but at the moment, a lot of my kind of abilities are tied into staying in bear form for overpower. So I've kind of got to use it for now. Which is a shame because I actually quite like Storm Strike. Suffering disquiets. The Sullen Cloister. That's a great name for something. 100% a place that we'd like to stick around with. Let's just hope the Butcher doesn't spawn in this one, because I won't be able to kill the Butcher. Well, it's not that I won't, it's just that it will be terminally slow. See, if you batter something into the wall with trample, it does a load of damage. Monk's Retreat. Give me a legendary. Oh, see, there's crushed beast bones. I do feel like actually most of the ones I've got have been from the little quest caches or from doing sellers. Ooh. I think that's the first time I've seen that piece of artwork. Brackish pans. Sounds delightful. Here we go. Orbe Monastery.
Creatures run free inside. No one to hinder them.
Elias of Aranok, Haradrim admitted, so he's been here.
Lorath-na, how bizarre it is to hear from you. Your charming apprentice arrived just this morning with equally disturbing news, but he made no mention of you. Am I to assume you did not send him? Please, join us at Orbe as soon as you are able.
That's nice stained glass. Oh. Oh no! I'd forgotten about these. It's the spitty flies. Also, is there a quest over here? A sturdy tunic. A blood-splattered scroll. In my dreams, a figure bathed in light named Izoth came and spoke words of great power. I've written them down and placed the scroll at Cotton's Reach, where only the faithful will find it. Seek the first trail marker at the Graveyard of Ships. With a side quest to do later. Let's go into the monastery. See what's down here. Obviously, this is all new to me because the main.
Anyone here?
Did those candles just? Oh, they did. I was going to say, did they go out as I passed? Like, yes. Okay, they look a little bit. Doesn't look like all of them can go out. Oh dear. Search for the abbot. We found the abbot, didn't we? Oh no, that was a message from the abbot. Out, brief candle. This is quite atmospheric. I love the fact that the carpets are quite rumpled. It's again, it's a tiny touch. A mechanically sealed door. Yeah, but yeah, the touch with the rumpled carpet, you know, it implies that it's not just a flat texture. Let them out. Barricade them in. What's it going to be? Search the dead for a key. What was that? Crusader skull. Oh, that's a nice potch. Potch? A nice potch of lights. Ahem.
I was so excited when I walked into the sacristy that day. Finally, my time to enter the archive and explore the knowledge of darkness.
Oh.
Now, I'd give anything to forget what we did.
Okay, many friends. Keeping in mind that this is on World Tier 1. Yeah, this is the easiest that it gets in terms of game difficulty. So the fact that it takes so long to kill things, I just don't think it gives a good impression of the game. See, that's damage reduction. There's I suppose I could put some points in Maul. Because there's no more passives that I can take that up damage until we get... I suppose, no, that's... Poisoned enemies take 10% additional critical strike damage. It's nice, but we're not dealing enough crits. See, this, you know, deal increased damage to stuff. That's great once pulverized becomes an earth skill. Same with that. Same with that. That's no use to us. Nor is that. I guess I put more into Maul. Just to try and get as much damage as we can out of it. Well, things haven't gone well for the monks of this particular place.
Not a Horadrim, not a man.
A devil.
A devil. One of the things that does worry me is the input queuing. In comparison to something like Diablo 3 or Lost Ark, the queuing up of abilities feels off. I was wondering whether it was just lag, but it's been doing it in every beta, so I'm assuming it is an actual design choice. And I think it's just too much. You know, I've had abilities go off a full second after I've pressed the button because of how it's queued up. Are you wounded? Where is the abbot?
The abbot. Open the door.
Oh dear.
And the pale devil smiled. He took the forbidden knowledge.
It's all right. I've cleared the way out. Can you walk?
There is no way out.
I was going to say, this is a big open room. Clearly he's not going to.
I shall keep it safe and into the night hereafter. We must protect the archive.
Oh. Oh. Damn bubble. First necklace I get. It's locked by... see, look how little damage that did. It doesn't feel good pressing a button. You know, your big spender button, and it does so little. But as I said, by level 38 in the endgame beta, I had got a load of different legendaries. Now see, that's great, but it's all reliant on, you know, do we have a lot of health? Because that's what overpower damage works on. So you've got to try and keep yourself topped off. And that is not actually as easy as I'd like it to be. There is a unique that you can get. That means that you get to be a bear permanently. And that plays super nicely.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, am I going to have to do these in order? Because I wasn't actually paying a huge amount of attention to them.
From morning, my eyes were open.
Fortunately, it has remembered it for us.
Darkness. Through the day, I have prepared to accept the burden of knowledge. Unto evening, I shall keep it safe, and into the night hereafter.
The door has been unsealed. Ooh, dear lord, everything is on fire. Abbott, we need to leave.
No, I deserve to burn.
Well, yes, you probably do.
Where is Elias?
Gone. He said the ruin of Sanctuary was imminent, and Only I could help. He is going to summon a lesser evil.
Oh?
He took...
Which lesser evil?
And then... my scholars...
The voice actors are doing decent work. Oh dear.
Forgive me.
The Eidolon of Orbay. I don't like this effect that causes you, this one, that causes you to stop using all skills. It's quite annoying. Especially since, as in, you know, cases like these, they can move around. I think it's crowd control effect though. So it's possible I can ignore it if I've got Unstoppable on. You can see that we are quite tanky.
The whole of human knowledge shall be shared among the children of Lilith, and no secret shall be kept from them. And the liars and learned thieves of the world shall perish in their regret.
Yeah, so Elias is all about the sharing of knowledge, I guess. See how much inventory space these gems are taking up. They need a separate bag. Right. To the canyons. Yes, I think in terms of inventory management, the choice to make gems and rings, arguably, such tiny things, take up the same amount of space as a full-on two-handed hammer or a piece of body armor. I just don't understand the reasoning for that, and it's one of my biggest critiques of the choices. It was one that I gave feedback on in the endgame beta. It just makes no sense to me. The abbot and his scholars were murdered.
What did he take?
Scrolls from the Forbidden Archive. He has the means to summon a lesser evil.
He what? Which bloody one? Oh, of course we don't know.
Nope.
The lesser evils are second in power only to the primes. If Elias can summon one to his control, he could drown us all in blood.
Yeah. I mean, what actually happened to the Nephilim? I think one of the biggest problems about the pulverized build is that it's really bad versus single target. It's got very little in the way of single target damage.
I must wait a moment.
This is great. I feel like Lorath's doing a good chunk of the work here, though. Yeah, the turning them purple thing, whatever it is that he's doing.
I hear a stone carver lives in that house. A man called Genbar. It's hidden, isolated. Perfect for working in solitude.
Okay.
Of your house.
Again, I think the damage that we're dealing here is because we've got Lorath. Well, hello.
They're coming through a hell rift. I will close it. Put them down.
Okay. Oh, that's what this is. Well, work faster, Lorath. Oh, hello.
must wait a moment.
French.
Far too easy. These demons will- I'd expect more from a mage of Elias's ability. Let's
Don't
search the
say that. Why would you say that? Why would anybody say that? Oh, that was easier than I thought it was going to be. That's just daft, Loreth. Yeah, Loreth's doing all the work here. Oh, Loreth is no longer following us.
tread carefully. Elias could
Elias could be close.
Today, Master Elias called at my door. I had trouble with my words, so I showed him my carvings.
Ah.
He said he could see my pain in them.
Nice.
The pain of a lonely man who had learned to hate the world. And yet, our mother, Lilith, found me beautiful.
Uh-huh.
He said there are others like me as well. And together, we will build the new world.
Yes, building on the pain. Exploiting it.
What a damn mess.
An expertly carved statue of Lilith, covered in blood and viscera.
Burning hells! We're too late. Elias is long gone. This Genbar is our summoner.
How can you be certain?
Isn't it obvious? Elias finds Genbar alone, friendless, full of anger. So he plays him like a fiddle, offers him Lilith's love and a part in his grand delusion. Then he gives him tools to express his anger.
Summoning scrolls.
Very perceptive.
That's me.
Who knows how
I'm
long
all about
Genbar
perception.
stewed in this madness. Let's hope he can still be questioned.
Find again, bar. Something tells me we will be lucky if we find him in a state where we don't just have to fight him. What's this area like? There's a little pit down here. Altar of Lilith. Oh, it's not a pit, it's a ledge. Not an altar. Oh, no, there is an altar there. Give me that intelligence. Rift of 1,000 eyes.
Thank you for opening my eyes. Your gift fills my heart.
Crunch.
I cannot stop my hands from working.
Poor fool.
Thank you for sending Master Elias to show me the way. I long for the day when we stand by
Oh dear.
and set the cleansing fire.
And he seems perfectly rational. Statues of Lilith. Yes. Genbar.
Visitors? Did Master Elias send you?
Yes.
Master Elias. Well, yes, in fact, he did. Ours is a very important mission. We have something for the Master, but we had heard he was with you. Do you know where he is?
Liar! Dirty pig's-born liar!
It was worth a try.
Master has all he needs!
Okay, well I shall oh, hello!
My rescue to me!
I wasn't actually expecting giant health bar. with why, actually. Probably should have done. One thing that I hope is that doing maximum DPS doesn't devolve into buff watching. I need to make sure I've got the right number of stacks of such and such a buff before I hit the button. You know, that is not a play style that I find very enjoyable.
Elias, hear me! Your enemies are here!
Oh, hello. Yes or nah? Oh. All the blood just disappeared off us.
Spirit.
Well, that wasn't particularly difficult.
Oh, Elias, how vicious you've become.
That big demon wasn't much of a... Ooh, hello. What happens now?
News first. Gembar was expecting someone. It seems Elias has turned others to his madness.
Oh dear.
Taught them to summon too, I'd wager. You heard Gembar. The Master has all he needs. They're about to do something drastic.
Yay!
The good news?
I haven't done it yet.
Elias gave us a gift, remember? This demon he sent to kill us. It is unique. It requires constant feeding. Human sacrifices, in fact. If I cut open its belly, someone inside might hold a clue. Tell us where it came from.
Oh, okay.
Let's have it brought to Kedbardu for examination. We'll meet there later. Lead me to my work.
I did not know that was a thing. And now I do. Why would Elias target the dry steppes?
The dry steppes have no Cathedral of Light, no druids, and their capital city, Gulran, has been sacked.
No
Many are
authorities.
vulnerable, just like Genbar. We must learn what Elias has planned for them.
Okay.
Elias had a talent for persuasion. Convenient trait for a Haradrim, given our dealings. But he could be relentless when he wanted something. Even cruel.
Nice. And you
That
trained him
way, the
regardless.
others are similar. Suffering, bloodshed. To them, these are a means to an end. They will bring out the worst in each other.
Huh.
Perhaps you are too young. The prime evils you should know.
Yeah.
Diablo, Mephisto, and Baal. The lessers are their
Asmodan,
rotten kin.
Belial, Andariel, and
Asmodan,
Juriel.
Belial, Andariel, and Juriel. Each of them has ravaged humankind since the dawn of history, and they will gladly do so again.
I think, given my very limited experience with Diablo 2, I'm pretty certain it was Andariel that we killed in Act 1. And I never fought anything else. So I fought everything except Mephisto and Juriel. I think that is correct. Because they're the only ones that weren't in Diablo 3 or in the first act of Diablo 2 Resurrected. What is next?
At last, Elias's pet demon is inside, ready for the knife.
Oh, good. Why did you not get started without it?
No, we survived his attack.
Oh, he knows. And that means we are running out of time. Come, let's see if his demon ate something useful.
The hut suddenly sets on fire.
He asked me endless prying questions.
Bit like I'm doing.
Frankly, I should be more concerned about your past. Trusting one so connected to Lilith is quite a risk on my part, and one I do not take lightly.
Huh. Nice. Such a charmer. Let's begin.
It was protecting that fool. Genma.
This is Elias's work. But where is he?
It's bigger than I'd realised.
The answer lies in the stomach.
There. Oh, well that's delightful.
This is delicate. A soft noble's hand. Elias would have to feed this thing with more than fancy boots.
That's someone's son.
Or daughter.
We should burn demons.
This is wrong.
This medallion bears the crest of the ruler of the royal house of Gulran.
Ching.
Ruler.
Obviously.
That's enough, old man. The dead deserve respect.
The dead deserve nothing when the living are in danger. Now Gulran has a new ruler, and we have Elias to thank for it.
The dead may be worthless to you, but that medallion could bring peace to those.
Well, yes, we could do something about that.
Fine. If we are to find Elias, then we must also travel to Gulran. Meet me there, and be swift about it.
And you could keep on looking for other bits and pieces. But guess not. It's magic.
Oh, and avoid the city gates. Too many cannibals. Go to the cliffs. We'll find help there.
Avoid the city gates. Too many cannibals. These are not phrases. Ooh, +2 ranks of things. So we're getting to that stage where we're now doubling up. Ooh, we're a stretch away. My plan after finishing the first bit of the Act 3 quest was to just carry straight on into the second, but instead I went and got something to eat. And I came back and I just had a little bit of a wander around, and I ran into a couple of dungeons which kind of interested me. So I went to take a look at these dungeons, and Pulverize, man, it is so dependent on legendaries. It honestly felt like that the druid build that I was trying was just getting me nowhere, and the 2 dungeons that I did were so unbelievably slow and tedious because of it. So I've switched. I've switched over my build to this. This is actually the first time that I'm trying this. I've just started recording. And oh, stronghold. What level's the stronghold? 42. I could try this. I mean, that'd be a way of testing out a new build, wouldn't it? Yeah, these puddles are really aggravating. I feel like they are the worst addition to the game. They cancel all your skills, they make it so that you can't see, and they can drop hundreds of the bloody things. Yeah, it's not a fun mechanic. You know, if you could get like a load of uptime on Unstoppable, which makes you immune to CC, then yeah, I mean, whatever. Ooh. I actually don't feel that was a whole lot faster. What do we get? Lightning Storm critical strikes spawn 3 dancing bolts that seek enemies in the area, dealing 424 lightning damage. Lightning Storm as in... yeah. Typically, not one that we've actually got. But you know what? We can try it. Immobilize or an additional lightning strike. Has it put it automatically on my bars now? We'll try it. Well, let's see what it's like. Rekindle the wondrous shrine. That's right here. Ah, a waypoint. Wonderful. And what did they actually do? Critical strikes spawn 3 dancing bolts that seek enemies in the area. Yeah, so that unlocks a dungeon. Anyway, we were going to go and actually do some story. That feels like it's my... I've not done very well, it has to be said, with legendary drops. And I think it's probably because it's been so slow. That and the fact that the drop rate is considerably lower than it was in the Endgame beta and the open beta. The server slammer got the real drop rates.
What is this?
So there's a little bar over this. And I believe it was something to do with how long you channel for. Because the longer you channel, the more lightning strikes fall. Ew. Oh. Okay, this is just blatting things. Yeah, and that's the kind of reset timer for... when the maximum runs out. It's not very long, though. Ooh, a cellar. This place is all, very... What was that? Blood-soaked something. I didn't even see. Blood-soaked Spence. Well, that was easy. Fresh beast bones. The thing that gives us spirit back on storm skills must work from each individual lightning strike, which is interesting. Ah, I see a waypoint. Hidden overlook. I thought I saw a chest. This place looks... Oh, I remember this. Yes, I went down there. I'm here.
Good of you to come. Pity you didn't bring an army of siege works.
Elias is here?
Gone to the palace, no doubt. Behind the high wall with the gates barred behind him. We can't get through.
Zipline.
You know who can.
Zelaya.
Sure. How many messages did I send? Huh? How long has Oh-Yoon been missing? Trapped in there with those butchers? She may be the only one left who knows of the tunnel.
If she's still alive. If this tunnel exists at all.
You don't trust me.
Of course not. You're a thief. Useful years ago, true. But it's clear you have some other reason to seek this Oyun.
Not your business.
If I were to look for Oyun, where would I start?
We are a friendly
She has a
person.
house in the market square. We were supposed to meet there before, but I couldn't get close.
Tried to come back alive.
What are you going to do, Laura? Sit on your nice little stool?
Not convinced this Oyun is worth the risk, but perhaps you'll prove me wrong.
Yeah. Have a little faith for once, old man.
Oh, this is a dungeon. Okay. Story dungeon it is. Oh, this is doing some damage, isn't it? Filled with an assortment of knickknacks, a simple dagger, a few coins, and a lock of dark hair bound by a blue ribbon. Most of the pages are smeared with blood. Legible entries speak of the cannibals overrunning the city. On the last page, Oyun has written, "She's not coming." I pray that means she's made it out. Sister? Lover? Teleporting doggies?
No, don't let them get me!
Speak to the villager.
Have you seen someone named Oyun?
I don't know. The cannibals are rounding everyone up.
I love a good cannibal.
Feasting. But a few, they drag away. The prisons, I heard. Why would these monsters keep anyone alive?
Maybe there is a chance Oyun lives.
Well, I mean, they cannibals, so they'd keep people alive for eating. I'd have thought. This is definitely doing more damage though than Pulverize was. I feel like the aspect that you could get that does more damage when you're stood still could be an interesting one with this. That's just linked us all back up and round, hasn't it?
Mohan spirit.
I actually feel like the some of the talents that I've taken, the passives, are much more suited for group play. There's a few that were distance related. And actually getting distance and keeping distance is not the easiest thing to do when you are solo. It's really easy to get caught on things. Pretty long time to wake up. Did that open the door all the way, or do I need to go around? Oh, that worked. Well, nobody in there. See, again, what did I get stuck on then? Or do I need to hold the button down? Aha. Oh, hello. Aki, Jailer of the Week. Yeah, doing that with pulverize would have taken ages.
Are you here?
Handily, she's the only person left in here.
You're not him. Who are you?
Chopping.
The chopping. It stopped and I thought...
The butcher.
I thought he was coming for me next.
Your friends alive.
Fresh meat.
That'd
be awkward.
Still here?
You will see her soon. We need to get through the market.
I know another way. It's safer. The
Oh,
old
good.
prison
We
way.
like safety.
It was sealed off years ago after an earthquake.
Okay.
Where did the cannibals come from?
The wall ahead. That used to be the entrance to the old prison wall. Can you break through?
Yes. An old damp ledger. Tucked between the pages is a folded notes. Earthquake damaged outer walls, sealed by the section. Leave the dead inside. Ah!
I thought it would be safe this way.
Well, you were wrong, clearly.
Stay close.
And up until, like, that very moment... Why am I... Was I getting knocked down or something?
I must wait a moment.
Look! A crack in the wall.
Ooh! I leveled up through the wall.
We made it. I can't stop my hands from shaking. Give me a moment.
The city of blood and dust. Okay. Duration of hurricane. Yeah, let's have that on. Oh, I was gonna look at no, it's not that. It was... Where was the range one? Yeah, see that. Increased damage to distant enemies. I don't know how far distant is. What do you know about the Elias?
I saw him at the royal court. He walked in unannounced. Demanded the city to be given to him.
Classic.
Overseers sent him to the prisons, of course. They laughed about the strange man all night. That was the last time they laughed. Royal blood ruled Guran for generations. Decadent and cruel, but they were saints compared to Bro.
Is Brawl the cannibal leader?
I was waiting for Zolaya at my home. When I realized she wasn't coming, I tried to run. But those monsters caught me.
Oops. Ugh.
Yes. Where is she?
It's like giant hives. Actually, they probably are giant hives.
Keep that beast quiet.
Shh. It's safe now. Nothing will get you up here.
Hello, horsey.
Zolaya!
Oh, Yun! Oh, you've come back to me!
You waited. Kept yourself in danger.
Oh, you stubborn cow. Of course I waited. Where would I go without you to tell me?
Oh.
Anywhere away from here.
Yes, well, you are a lucky fool, I'll give you that.
Lorath here sent this one to find you. They need your help getting into the palace.
There's an old escape tunnel. The entrance is in the caverns nearby.
Handy that she
Behind an
knows this.
alcove marked with the Overseer's cross. Twin sabers joined at the hilt. Press the left pommel to open the
Why does she know this?
Caverns. Could be worse.
Wanderer. Thank you. Take care of yourself.
Let's go! Hiya!
Take care of yourself. The fact that she keep
I
everybody.
think that was the merchant's horse. Best not tell him.
The fact that I'm constantly being referred to as Wanderer, given the oh, he's dead. So yeah.
You know, when we first met, I assumed this connection you have with Lilith would lead you to darkness, as it has Elias.
I've got puppies.
But after the good you've done here, maybe I was wrong.
Oh, I don't know. Speak to Lorath at the entrance of the offal pits. Nice. Going into the offal.
While you were in the city, I was thinking on Elias's plans. Which of the lesser evils he means to summon. What he did to go round is a clue.
Asmodan.
He has drowned it in blood.
Meaning his goal is likely Juriel or Andariel.
I was thinking the gluttony part of things.
Juriel feeds off physical pain, Andariel revels in mental and emotional torment. Whichever one it is, if Elias succeeds, many more cities will share Gulran's fate. Our only hope is he hasn't completed the summoning yet.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that because I've only faced Andariel, and the storytelling in Diablo 2 was so poor that I wouldn't have remembered anything about it. Maybe if I'd played it through, 7,000 times, like all the true fans of Diablo have played, then I'd know these things. But I've managed to get through Act 1 precisely twice. Because the gameplay is so dull. And the storytelling is not very good either.
Could that be it?
So now being attacked by spiders.
Twin sabers.
That's handy.
Just as Oyun described.
Left pommel, wasn't it? Oh. You're going to do it for us. Teleporting doggos.
Wait. Do you hear that? Voices.
Eavesdrop.
Why do we stay here? Need more prey, more meat.
He's a big boy.
Have it. Once Elias has finished his grand work.
What work? You will see soon, bro. The seeds we have sown will bear fruit. Gulran will be reborn, and so will...
But look.
Elias, he is
Andariel.
poised to summon Andariel into the world. Her power will lift us to new heights. And of course, you will have more meat.
I want to watch.
Certainly, great bro. You will be the guest of honor.
Are they going to use Brawl to provide fuel for the summoning of Andariel? So Andariel's the one with multiple arms, yeah.
Anguish. That is the lesser evil he means to summon. Heavens help us.
Well, it could be worse. I think. Ooh. This is a nicely realised environment, isn't it? Hey, friends! Again, the feeling of responsiveness is at times off. I'm assuming he's not going to be here. Yeah, I feel like it's actually a little bit too difficult to keep that timer going. But maybe that's the point. You know, maybe there were ways of doing it. A gruesome collection of partially eaten corpses, scraps of fine clothing suggest these may be the remains of the royal family. Lovely. Cool elephant statue. How do we know how to do that?
Look at all this. An archive of the Forbidden, handpicked by Elias himself. He must be planning to summon Andariel somewhere else. But he did his research here. Look around. There might be some clues that can tell us where the ritual will take place.
The prophecy is unfolding before my eyes. I was right to act on it. When the prime evils come, they will find no easy prey. We will be ready. Our rebirth begins here, with Andariel chained to the heart of Gulran. She will feed on the suffering in this city of anguish, and we in turn will feed on her. Andariel's power will be ours to wield against the other lords of hell. If more must die,
I don't know
to
whether
see it
that's the
come to
best
pass,
plan, but
so be it. I will not fail you, Mother.
Sketches of 3 shrines, each depicting one of the prime evils, Diablo, Baal, and Mephisto. For other drawings, Elias has written, only the blessed can open the way. At the centre of the map is the Temple of the Primes, an ancient complex buried beneath Mount Sivo? Notes are scrawled across the paper. They appear to be calculations for how much of Gulran's populace would be needed to excavate the temple. Oh, I remember the temple. Ooh, hello. Legendary ring. Attacking enemies with a basic skill increases the damage of your next core skill cast by 5%. Haven't got that One halfway. Nope, but that will be quite useful. Here is what I've had. Oh no. Elias summoned demons long before this, didn't he?
Don't tell me you were meddling in the Heradric Vault. I put a seal on his quarters for a reason. The fool thought he could use their power against the prime evils. Fight fire with fire.
And he still does.
An ultimatum. Stop or leave the Heradric. You know the rest.
Not much of an ultimatum if you'd already trained him to do a load of stuff.
I recognize many of these books. He must have stolen them from the Heradric Vault.
Gasp.
Andariel, chained to the heart of Gulran. Her evil will not stay contained here. It will drown the land in suffering.
This is beyond madness.
Mm-hmm.
Quite the opposite. Elias's mind is clear for once. When I knew him, he was searching for purpose. I couldn't give him one until he found it in Lilith. I didn't stop him. I let him become this.
Now is our chance to make it right. Before things get even worse.
Yes, we have what we need. The summoning will take place at the Temple of the Primes in Mount Sivo.
Sivo.
Now to find a way out. Knowing Elias, he would have had an escape route in case things didn't go his way. Behind the bookcase. I guess that's the one thing he learned from me.
Huh. Cool. Wait. What now?
Should have killed him when I had the chance. We must hurry.
Well, that is a very specific... This is a very large chamber. Through the dark glass. Oh. Right, where are we? Oh, I guess we're back out in the open world. I don't know why, but I seem to have spent most of the game with it being night time. Fate's Retreat. Huh. There's literally nothing else there. Path of Stray Souls. Wonderful. This place has seen better days. Hi, Loreth. What is our next step?
Somewhere in this paradise, the Triune has reclaimed its ancient temple. Trouble is, we can't simply walk in. Elias was researching something about shrines to Mephisto, Baal, and Diablo.
Baal, that was it.
Only the blessed can open the way.
By three they come.
But to be blessed by the prime evils. Damn risky.
If it is the key to getting inside the temple.
Are we going to become the Dark Wanderer?
Baal's shrine is close. We'll start there.
Are we going to be the bad guy? Because that would be cool.
Baal, Lord of Destruction. His influence has launched every war in history. Never once has he tired of conflict. Speak his true name. Tor Baelos.
Tor Baelos.
Ooh.
Are you alright?
I'm fine.
2 more shrines to go. Diablo and then Mephisto. Stay strong.
This doesn't strike me as a good idea. Diablo?
Diablo. Lord of Terror. Every mortal fear, every nightmare. He is the root of it all.
2
Always
books
happy.
open side by side.
Speak his true name. Al Diabolos.
Al Diabolos.
actually is that blessing us? That is just saying their name. I feel like maybe I should go with kind of Earth Spike or something as our builder. Because we'd still get loads of storm damage. If I can get the shockwave thing that works with Pulverize, and I will go back to Pulverize because I really enjoyed playing it. Oh.
Mephisto, Lord of Hatred, Father of Lilith. You need to be careful. Her blood is already a part of you.
I can handle it.
See? The power here is already agitating you.
I told you I can handle it. Tell me what to say and then go search for the temple.
So be it. When you're ready, speak the name Dull Mephistos. But watch yourself.
Oh.
Duel Mephistos.
We're going to get an appearance from the doggy? We are going to get an appearance from the doggy. Hello.
We meet again. Mephisto. I know who you are now.
Shocking.
Yes, but that doesn't mean we can't help each other. That mortal Elias seeks to use the power of the primes for his own ends.
Yes.
No one knows their place anymore, do they? His meddling has drawn echoes of the past to my refuge of hatred. But you and I can put things back in order. Once you've brought peace to this realm, I will be able to give you my blessing.
Peace. Destroy the barbarian defensive. Slay Gorm?
Hold them back.
Thal, barbarian champion. Ew. How fleshy? Wolfgar? Dead. Oh, Gorm is not the same as... Oh, I was thinking of Garm. He's a big boy. He's also... Oh, flesh door.
Well done. You were born for this.
Interesting choice of phrase.
I didn't expect a prime evil would need a mortal's help.
Yes, I've had some bad luck in recent years. Trapped in those soulstone trinkets. Cast back to hell. My essence is reforming. And so my power has limits. We all have our ups and downs, don't we?
So is this after the events of Diablo 3?
You deserve far worse.
All I have done is offer you help, and yet you repay me with hatred. Why not focus that anger on Lilith for the time being?
There's more going on here.
Blessing. Destroy her.
Are we actually going to put Lilith down in the campaign? And if we do...
The victims of my brother, Baal. He laid waste to the barbarian lands long before your time. I wish I could have seen it with my own eyes. I had no part in it, though. Elias has upset the balance at the Temple of the Primes. And those shades of the past belong in Baal's domain, not mine.
Interesting.
But I do welcome their hatred.
So the entire balance of the demon realm is messed up. Yeah, that was Secheron. I thought it was. A healing well, you say? Oh, we've gone the wrong way. Isn't there a giant temple door down here? Yes, I remember coming here. It was unfinished, if I remember correctly. It's a little bit more glowy now than I remember. I actually haven't edited any of the footage for this together yet, so that's going to be an interesting endeavour. I'm actually really far behind with my editing at the moment. But for everything, I've still got some FF14 raid stuff to do. I should probably do that before I go to bed tonight, actually. So then I can leave it rendering. Right. We're going to have to go back down there. Oh, hold on. Let's take a look. Yes, I like these little vistas. Don't like the fact that 30 FPS for whatever reason.
What took you so long?
I saw something at the shrine. A wolf.
Mephisto has been known to take such a form.
Why?
It's not the first time I've encountered him.
What? When you kept this from me?
We didn't know it was Mephisto, did we?
We all keep secrets, don't we, Horatrim?
We don't have time for this now. Elias could be in the middle of his ritual already. Clear your head before we press on. The Temple of the Primes is just ahead.
Yeah. See, you have to the best of my understanding, you have to do Act 1, 2, and 3 before you can make any progress. I assume at the end of this, we will get the quest, I mean, to go into Act 4, but also the quest that will give us our mount. Because I'm sure I read somewhere that it was at level 35. Obviously, we're a chunk higher than level 35 because I was pissing around. I had a point. Yeah, so we'll get that quest and then we'll go into Act 4. But we can do 1, 2, and 3. In whichever order we want. Temple of the Primes. Hall of Hatred. The general kind of ambience. Cool statue. You know, the general ambience of Diablo-esque. Diablo-ness, rather. Is doing well. You know, the game has done a really good job of... Oh, this person has got 4. Dark Priest Siban. Dark Priest dead. That would have taken so much longer. With pulverize. I think we're probably getting close to running out. Oh, we are in fact literally out of inventory space because of the stupid gems. I really hope enough people make a noise about that.
Do you hear something?
Moloch! I shall fight him in the doorway. We shall murderize him horrendously. I don't know what happened there. Was that something that Lorath did, or were we just in the right place for hitting him with all of the lightning at once? Ooh. Oh, I was going to say.
It's too late. The ritual is underway.
This is...
I will deal with Elias myself. Stay to the shadows.
Ooh. Nice transition. So this is our cannibal king. What are you going to do, Lorath? This person is still alive, yes? Hello. A willing host? Nice. Very nice. Okay, that's...
Damn it, Elias. I warned you not to walk this path.
Laura, have
you... Well, that was straightforward. Something tells me that was a bad move. Pacer.
Please, come with me.
Okay. Boss fights. Oh, the fact that it's 30 FPS is just... I don't understand. Oh, here we go.
I must wait a moment.
Oh, he gone on a rampage. He a leapy boy. Totem. We've got a lot of totems, and totems suck because they You have 13% increased critical strike chance against injured enemies. While you are healthy, you gain 26% increased crowd control duration. See, that would be great if, you know, we were using one-handers, but we are not. Path of Stray Souls. Uh-huh. Hello, mysterious woman.
What happened? It feels like fire.
So this was going to be
growing over my
Andariel's avatar?
You were tattooed. A ritual.
Just
There's something.
rotating on the
A
spot.
voice in my head.
Andariel. A connection was made between you and her. Who are you?
Thaisa.
Thaisa.
Who are you?
I am Lorath, one of the Haradrim.
Rotate.
Haradrim.
Rotate.
So is Elias.
If he told you that, he was lying. I came to kill him. Thought I had, but the moment I looked away, he vanished.
If he survived, he will have fled to his refuge.
Refuge?
He has a palace. Somewhere
Aha.
in the deserts of
Act
eastern
4,
Kyrgyzstan.
Kyrgyzstan.
But that is all I know.
Huh. Thrall is dead.
Well, there's one bit of good news. With him gone, perhaps the cannibals in Gulran will fall into disarray.
Mm-hmm.
We should get to Tasarak. The people there know the deserts of Kyrgyzstan well. Maybe someone has heard of this palace.
Let me join you. I don't know how much help I will be in this condition, but I owe you my life.
Yes.
You don't owe us anything. But you are welcome to come. You deserve vengeance too.
Huh. Oh. Meet with Lorath and Thaisa in Tasarak. I assume that's the next... Oh no, that's still Act 3. So we continue. But Act 3 is not yet over. Here we are. Oh, this is also a town. Tasarak. Waypoint unlocked. This is still Act 3, so... Hi.
Just rumors, mostly. The people here speak of a sorcerer who lives in a grand palace beyond the endless...
Zoltan Cool.
One of these nomads could help us reach it. They know the land better than...
And who?
Andaria. I hear her.
Oh yeah, that's going to end well.
I need a place to focus. Keep her voice at bay.
Look for a guide. I'll get something to help Thaisa clear her mind.
Strong drugs. Majub.
You'll find none fool enough to accept that request here. Give up and stay alive a day longer.
So you're not helping then?
I was hunting him, much like you. Infiltrated the cult to get close.
Why were you hunting him?
Somehow he was ready for me. He is more powerful than he seems.
Well, he disappeared in thin air. So...
Ha! No chance. Not for all the gold in Chaldean.
There's not a whole lot of Chaldeum left from what I remember.
you mad? There's a sorcerer living in that storm who will rip your flesh from your bones.
I guess people don't fancy it.
Wait. What about the old man?
What? Better to ask the dark sorcerer for a quick death. But if you're desperate, he may be the only one crazy enough to agree. He spends his days in a cloud of smoke at the riverbank. It's dangerous there. Be careful.
I eat danger for breakfast. This is not true. Hi, Laura. Where's she gone?
Found a quiet spot where she can focus on controlling Andariel's presence.
Is it safe to leave her here?
Safer than stumbling blind through the desert. At least until we find a reliable guide.
Yeah. Travel to the Argentic riverbank. Oh, this is Kyrgyzstan. Interesting. I thought Kyrgyzstan was going to be Act 4. So does Act 3 go on for longer? Or is it more... I didn't realise you could click on that. Yes, one thing I've noticed is that if you get hit at the same rough moment that you get knocked back or something like that, as is the case with that beast's charge, if you... I don't know whether I even started that sentence right. If you try and go for an ability when at the same time as you get knocked back, the ability plays afterwards. Or the dodge plays afterwards. And it's like, well, I've already failed to dodge it, so why would I then want to dodge after I've been knocked back by it? I don't really much like the active dodging in the game anyway, which is why I don't really do a whole lot of it.
Every day brings new fools. I'm not the one who's gonna roll the corpses into the river this time. Friends.
Why are we randomly slaying the bar patrons? Oh. Dunno. Hello? Is it covered to shed? Strange old man. Wake up!
What's that? I'm paid up, leave me be.
We're not here to collect. We need...
Huh? It can't be. Can it? Is that a symbol of the Hora,
Haradrim?
Yes, Horadrim. Deckard Cain.
Huh?
Can it be you?
Deckard Cain, it's sad enough.
It's me, Mischief.
No, Deckard is gone. My name is Lorath.
He's 20 plus years
We
dead.
need your help passing through the sandstorm to the north.
Sandstorm, eh? The others must have turned you down. Told you some rubbish about a sorcerer, I'll wager. Yeah. Well, what can a sorcerer do to me that time hasn't already? Yes, I'll help. There's an old chapel near there, an auspicious spot to begin a new adventure.
Good. Gather whatever you need. I'll fetch Thaisa and meet you there.
Ha! This is wonderful. Like old times, eh, Deckard?
Yes. Man be crazy. Apparently. But this is still... Oh, we're going back. Back north. Interesting. You know how sometimes you look at something and think, I don't like that. I don't think that's very good. I don't think that's going to be an interesting power or legendary or whatever. And then you end up using it because the build that you end up with just benefits greatly from it. I've been taking the mick out of the power that increases while you are standing still. It's like, well, you know, pulverize is a build that moves around a lot and yada yada yada, except that I've not got, or I hadn't got, the stuff that I need for the pulverized builds. Although I have actually been. And in between the episodes. Actually, in between the episodes, what I did was I played 5 hours of Sorcerer to see whether the experience that I'd had early game with Druid was really so bad in comparison, and the answer is yes. Yes, it is. Sorcerer, I got to level 27, and at the exact same point in the story in about 4.5 hours. Now, obviously, there isn't a played time on this, is there? No, there isn't. I did a lot more on this in terms of I've been and done the Altars of Lilith, I've done some strongholds, etc, etc. So the 4.5, 4.6 hours or whatever it was isn't exactly indicative of the general speed. And of course I was able to skip all the cutscenes because I'd already seen them. But also, the actual pace of leveling was way different. I didn't feel challenged in the slightest. I was not at risk of dying at all. On same difficulty, you know, it was a fair test like that. But yeah, I do actually side.
Deckard is inside with your friend.
I do wish you could zoom slightly out further. So yes, anyway, my point is...
Andariel grew desperate, but her screams are only a whisper now.
This is holy ground. Her influence will be weaker here.
But yes, the build that I'm currently using is... It's all over the place. Frankly, it's a lightning build. I did swap over to using Earth Spike, which I might bump up when I get some spare points. It's all about the stunning of things. It's all about crowd control essentially, and it balances Earth and lightning and swaps between them to do additional damage. The actual legendaries that I've got don't really support that playstyle massively. I'm mostly just using whatever I've got available. There's a couple. That one is that one's quite nice for the lightning build. That one I've had for a while now. I don't think it does a huge amount. But you know, it's my main spender, so that's kind of handy because I'm doing quite a lot of immobilizing. That's still that. And yeah, I've got the 5% increased damage for each second you stand still up to 30%. So yeah, it's 30% increased damage, and most of what I'm doing is standing still and spamming things. Anyway, is everyone ready?
Up to Taissa whether she'll join us, though.
Every part of me wants to walk through that storm and draw Elias's blood.
Is that you talking or Andariel?
Perhaps he is counting on my vengeance to lead me back to him, so he can finish what he started. It is safer for everyone if I stay.
Probably.
In that is the wise choice. will bring you his head.
And by we, you mean me. Mischief. Tell me about Demajen.
Hasn't told you much about himself, eh? I remember when you couldn't stop him from
Stay a while and listen.
several lifetimes ago. In Aranak, I believe.
Is this a recurring character? Is this somebody from a previous game?
I was a sailor back then, and a handsome one too. Deckard was always such an intense fellow, but kind and dependable. Took it upon himself to right any wrong he found, and we found many. To think I would find him here of all places. Still just as intense.
Yes, I think Mischief is a little bit
company.
Mischief is a little bit nuts.
Are you? I hope you've lined your pockets with healing drafts. If not, help yourself to the
Ooh, a healing camel.
keep on old Isabella here. Storm's going to get worse too. I can smell it. When it starts to kick up, we'll have to find something to shelter us, or there'll be nothing left of us but bones.
Bones and stories. Are we actually following him? I seem to recall. Isn't this where the ruins of Chaldeum are? Is it that palace that we're going to? I forget. Chaldeum takes up quite a big chunk of the map, if I remember correctly. But you couldn't do anything there in the endgame beta. And in fact, there wasn't actually a lot there. There were some enemies. There were a lot of demons, in fact. Interesting. Why have you stopped here?
Just savoring the moment. This is going to be a trek to remember, eh, Deckard? I can't wait.
Yes, Chaldeum was fun because it was very clearly unfinished. Lots of kind of white grey box textures. Ooh. Taking periodic damage from stinging winds. I like the colour shift. That. We do not have enough. I am following you. Whoa. Dogs? Camel's just walking straight through them. I am in fact low on spirit. Aha! We've made it! Kind of? Maybe? Maybe not. Ooh, a chest. Take that, baskets.
Could it be? Ha! It is! The gods favor our journey, friends!
Uh-huh.
Share drink with me, Deckard. A toast to another.
Oh, he's found wine.
adventure.
No, I've had quite enough. It's all yours.
You drunkard. Drunkard Kane.
Turn down such generosity.
Wait out the severe winds.
Seems it's dying down. Onward!
Onward indeed. Oh, the map's changed. The one thing that really makes a difference between Sorcerer and Druid, actually, is the resource generation.
Storm's kicking up again. This way, quickly!
Yeah. That's quite loud! Loreth, could you help? What is that? Are they the bones of something?
Oh, no. No! Back! We need to go back!
What? What's wrong?
My pipe! I left my pipe back at the chapel!
Oh,
we
God.
must go back and get it!
Old man, if you turn your back now, I'll be the first to bury a plate in it.
Wow.
Bah! Fine. But I won't forget this betrayal, Deckard. And you know I won't.
Okay.
Come on then.
Crazy man, he's crazy. Yes, the sorcerer's constant generation of resource versus, I think, how every other class gets it. It's like they always get to start bigger fights with full resource. Ooh, level 46. I seem to recall we actually get to explore this area properly in a bit, so I'm not going to worry too much about... That's a giant toothy pit. Well, get in the bubble then, Isabella. I need to turn off these big tooltips. Loreth, you've just walked straight into that. A little bit of ramp up time on this. Hey! Look at that.
Ah, Deckard. Do you remember the smell of the salt air on the
Mate,
ocean?
you are,
No shade or devil could stand in our way. Been all across this world since then. Seen things you wouldn't believe. But it was never quite the same. Wandering without a direction, it was just...
There's a big emphasis on that word, wanderer.
It's important to have something to walk towards.
One foot in front of the other, eh, old friend? If we stop walking, we die.
Uh-huh.
Sounds like the winds have calmed.
I didn't realise they changed dynamically. That's interesting. That's good to know.
Stay close.
Oh, we keep it going. But yeah, you'll notice I went and did a... I had a trip over to Hawazar. Stay close, he says, and runs through a load of enemies. Ooh. Aha!
It wasn't half as dangerous as the others made it seem.
Here we go. Ooh.
Look at this.
This is not the place I was thinking of.
Place was hidden beyond the storm.
A relic from the old days of Kyrgyzstan, maybe. lost to time until
I don't remember this place. Or maybe I do.
Hold some treasure, eh?
As I said, I explored the entire map in the endgame beta.
Don't speak to anyone. There is great danger lurking here.
You've grown fearful in your old age, my friend. But worry not. I will stay put.
I'm interested to the Exalted Terrace. I do like these statues.
Chose them to join his anointed circle? That one in rags will never survive what is to come.
Oh, can't do anything about it. Oh, there's loads of people.
Noble from Chaldean was dragged away for questioning the mother. He had to face the wolves.
It was Master Elias's hand that brought Lilith to Sanctuary, and it will be his hand that binds a lesser evil to our will. When we hold that kind of power.
Everybody here.
You there? Wait.
Hello.
I haven't seen you before.
We just made it through the storm. By the Mother's grace.
Ah, new disciples.
Yes, that's us.
At an auspicious time. Lilith recently graced us with her presence.
She was here.
Oh, it was magnificent. But do not
Sightless eye.
Master Elias will give you a glimpse of her through the sightless eye. If he deems you worthy, go inside and present yourself to him.
Well, this is going to end well, I am sure. Oh, this is a dungeon?
Damn, this is worse than I thought. Elias has the sightless eye. It's ancient magic. He can see anywhere with it. Across time, even.
That seems...
The has grown. Behold the wonders that the Mother has in store for you.
I like the way the lighting is banded with shadow because of the lanterns.
Raise your heads high, champions of Lilith. Never again will we fear demons. Serve us in the war.
Mother, bless me with your power, and whatever you ask of me, it will be.
That man has just disappeared. I assume these are all kind of scripted to begin that animation just before we get onto screen. Hello, appointed noble.
Forth and stand in judgment before Master.
There's a lot of locks on that door.
But show no fear, no hesitation.
Well, if he's got the sightless eye, he's expecting us, surely. Okay. Maybe not the best security.
Blessed Mother, I will not fail you again. The maiden
Hi!
walk this world.
Oh, we get to talk to him. Master of the Triune.
Elias. I knew you would come, Laura.
Been spying on us with the sightless eye, have you?
No.
Think I would waste
We're just predictable.
magic on you. You're still just as narrow-minded as the day I left you. I will put you out of your misery, old man. You should have stayed in that little cabin, hoarding your regrets. And beyond you.
Are you? You seem quite weak.
This is over.
Nah.
Find the sightless eye while we still have time. We can't leave it with these fanatics.
That was a trick.
I see something. Blood petals.
Does Loath not see these? Oh. Frame rate dives, so it's cutscene time. And room. Meow. But no, that was clearly a trick. Elias was far too easy to beat. Oh.
Mephisto, Diablo, Baal.
Oh, that's horrible. Oh. Okay, yes.
Of sanctuary is imminent. And yet you doubt.
Only zealots and fools are completely certain, Mother.
He's got studs in his head.
It will be by your hand.
I have not come to save.
Oh, that's... Yeah, okay.
In my
Diablo's not dark enough.
Strong will oppose the might of hell itself.
Yes, yes.
Fend for themselves.
Oh, that's lovely.
Andaria lives. The Horadrim die.
Whatever the cost.
Whatever the cost.
I kind of feel like Lilith's not going to survive this. I feel like that's what they're leading up to. I feel like we're going to defeat her.
Another vision. Lilith thinks the prime evils will destroy Sanctuary, and she's empowering people to stand against them.
This is me doing this.
That's why she and Elias are gathering followers. They're building a bloody army.
Yes, Laura. The
Oh, look.
lords of hell threaten our existence, and we are doing something about it.
Elias, how
come
are you
on.
still alive?
You will never understand what I have done for this world.
You are ruining my standing still bonus game. Okay, he's a little bit more tanky in this form. Cannot kill you? I'm certainly going to try.
Bastard die. We can't keep bashing our heads against him like this. He'll wear us down.
Will he?
We need to escape, but not without the sightless eye. If we can take it, that'll rob him of some power at least.
Gospel of the Mother, a tome embossed with demonic runes.
The mother and I saw a village. The people, cold and hungry, prayed to a light that would give them no warmth. But in her presence, a new fire was stoked in their hearts. They would never go hungry or feel cold again.
The idiosyncrasies of faith. Yes, I do like this lighting. It does mean, because the lighting is quite realistic, it means that a lot of environments in the game do look a little bit orange like this, because they're all lit by torches. I'm sure some people will have things to say about that, because of course they will, because people always have a lot to say about things like that. The one thing I worry about is when I get to level 50. Well, no, when I complete the campaign, we're still going to need to do the capstone dungeon. And we need to go on to nightmare difficulty to start getting, upgrades and stuff for that. And I do worry that this build is going to struggle power-wise.
You received her blessed communion. Open your heart to her. Embrace your nature.
Don't wanna? No, never! Ooh. Ooh. A level 47 champion of Lilith, you say? Fortunately, can't do a lot against stun damage. Get him, wolves. He bubbled himself. That's just cheating. Oh, there's another guy there. I didn't see him because he was hidden behind a UI elements.
That stench. It's unnatural. Some kind of necromancy. Where did he find this power?
Don't know, maybe from demons? Going back to my point about Lilith, I feel like the game is probably leading us up to, yes, we will stop Lilith, and in doing so, the next stage of the story, for an expansion or whatever, will be, well, actually, with Lilith gone, nobody's going to stop the Primevals. Mephisto or Diablo or Bale or whoever will come back and they'll get their own expansion storyline each or something.
Are you looking for the eye, Laura? Taking it will change nothing. It is too late to stop what Lilith has begun.
I like this circle. Not this time.
You can do better than this, can't you?
Crunch, crunch, crunch. Where's he gone? Oh, he's there. Completely lost him. He's just walking around. Oh, there's another one over there. Still not a quick kill, but again, you probably don't want it to be a super quick kill, considering he's an important story individual.
Here it is. The sightless eye.
We shall have it. It shall be ours.
Get the artifact far from this place, but we need to hurry before Elias returns. That opening over there is our best chance of escape.
Surely he knows that. Oh, it's a whole. It's a yes. Oh, hold on.
The mother sat with me at the fire and opened my mind to secret knowledge. Taught me the true names of all demons.
All demons?
Which they can be controlled. Once, we were the lambs, and demons were the wolves. But no more. We, the weak, will be made strong. We, the chosen, will become the wolves.
Okay. If you say so, mate. Piercing the veil. Act 3, the making of monsters, close to completion.
Put pressure here. We need to stop the bleeding.
Oh no!
It seems I've lost a step in my old age, eh, Dakata?
What did you do? No.
You made it. Did you kill that sorcerer fellow?
Not really.
The storm was broken. We'll get you out of here.
Oh, it's a shame. I got mine. Just a hair too late. Sneaky devil.
You can go and join Deckard now.
Skewered like a quill rat. So it goes. Hey, Deckard.
Aye.
Oh dear.
So it goes.
Glug, glug, glug. Well. Dying off... Well, I suppose he didn't die off screen. Getting injured off screen. I wonder whether Lorth's going to survive this.
They'll be coming.
Come on, Isabella.
Sightless eye. We need a safe place to study it. Use it against them. We'll meet at the Desert Chapel. Go.
Yes, sir. Mr. Lorath, sir. Hello again. I have news of Elias.
Did you kill him?
Oh.
More than once, in fact. Trouble is, he won't stay dead.
That is an issue.
He is more powerful than I thought.
Who are you,
I
Taysa?
underestimated him.
So did I. But we took something important from him, at least. The Sightless Eye. I think he was using it to commune with Lilith from afar.
A powerful piece of magic.
Why do you know that?
And dangerous. Perhaps we can use it to our advantage. Give me some time to study it.
Yeah, we know nothing about her.
Prime evils were reforming. Hell was coming. But Elias was not the answer to anyone's prayers.
Is this the reforming after they were released from Malthael's
Judge them by their deeds, not their words.
Worldstone?
Simple as that.
Soulstone.
Elias preached of saving the world while standing atop a mountain of
Actually, no, it came from him, didn't it? He absorbed all the...
Everything Elias was not. Tainted by Lilith's blood, and yet able to resist her corruption.
For now.
That was what I witnessed in the Wanderer's deeds. And that was when I started to think that perhaps together we could keep the evil at bay.
How wrong I was.
Must have been gruesome in that cult of his.
No more gruesome than the rest of Sanctuary's underbelly.
Act 3 complete. I assume. Act 4, A Gathering Storm. I'm sorry we couldn't save Mashif.
He deserved better. Damn it. I brought him into this.
Yes, you did. Well done, Lorath. And like Elias, the cathedral believes the prophecy is about Anarius.
Of course. Their entire faith hinges on it. Inarius is the spear that will pierce hatred's heart. The knight's penitents are the weak made strong. Prava is the mother who will mold a new age from the ashes.
It could just as easily be Lewis.
Weave themselves into every part of it.
Where did the Sightless Eye come
It's a
from?
relic from when the world was young. For many years, an order of rogues called the Sisters of the Sightless Eye kept it safe. I'm sure they lost hold of it. But I've heard the sisters are not as strong as they once were. Knowledge of their craft...
Yes, that's probably a reference to something from the early games.
These days are not true members of the order.
So, Act 3 completes. The storytelling is generally okay. It's not blowing me away with hugely exciting writing or revelations, but it's entertaining considering, you know, you only really need to do it once. I'm obviously a lot higher level than realistically I should be at this point in time. As you can tell from the fact that I've got 500. Oh, it's because I did a couple of strongholds. I ran into them in Hawazar while I was just wandering around. I haven't done anything else. I did some dungeons. I'm wondering, why are they... I was going to say, are they in alphabetical order? But that's clearly not the case. And they're not in order of where you're supposed to go. What order you I have no idea. I have no idea. But yes, I'm enjoying my little journey through Sanctuary. I just think, you know, whilst my power level seems to be okay right now on World Tier 1, I don't think this build is going to hold... I don't think it would hold up under Veteran. Unless they have designed the game to be deliberately quite slow, which, in my experience in the Endgame beta, playing both Druid and Necromancer into the 60s, I don't really think that was the case then. But of course, the legendary drop rate was a lot higher then. And with the drop rate being higher, you can not guarantee, but ultimately get more options as you go through. Whereas at the moment, it's really been, I will just take whatever I can get just to keep myself going on World Tier 1. But, yeah, don't know. That's going to be it for Act 3. I will have edited all of this together into one video, I suspect. That's how I suspect I'm going to do this. I hope you've enjoyed Act 3 and my reactions to it, such as they are. Onwards to Act 4. Have a great day. Stay fabulous. Stay safe. Cheerio. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.